guys, and welcome to today's video. Before I start, you're probably thinking, why, if you notice every video I say that, you're probably not even thinking anything. Why have you got your hair up? Because today at college, I played a 50s housewife, and I liked the hairstyle, so I thought, you know what, we'll keep it in. I did have bright red lips, but I thought, too far, just not too far. Anyway, today's video is going to be on the subject of anxiety, and as this month is Suicide Prevention Month, I thought I'd do a little video to shine a light on it because it is such a strong subject and it should be talked about more because it is a big part of life, and a lot of people are going through it. But a lot of people suffer in silence, and we should be there for each other more and always lend a hand out to someone and always show the support and just make sure you're always there for your friends, and yeah, just be aware. So when I think of anxiety, normally I think, right, panic attacks, can't breathe. That's the first thing that pops in my head, panic. But anxiety comes in all different forms. Like one of them, overthinking. And I am a massive overthinker, like I said in previous videos, but it gets to a point sometimes where I've always been an overthinker, but it gets to a point where it eats and eats and eats up at me. And honestly, your mind is the worst place. It is the biggest, it's the worst place because you as a person, you're causing all these awful thoughts and it just eats you up, and there's no need to overthink. And whenever you feel like you're going down that dark road of overthinking and you're tormenting yourself, just tune into reality, take a step back and just breathe. Just think, right, all these amazing things going on in my life, and like today, right, so I was too early to college and I was like, right, what can I do? My friend said, right, why don't you go for a walk? You know, go along the little river, sit on a bench and just chill. So I thought, you know what? I did. Went to the cafe, got a mocha. Lovely, by the way, mocha. Sat on a bench and I just sat there on my own. And it was so lovely. Birds, like, chirping, chilled. Sounds like Snow White. The river, it was lovely. It was so peaceful. The view was gorgeous. And I just listened to a little bit of music and I just thought of all the wonderful things going on in my life, and I'm so excited for the future and what it's going to bring. And it made me feel so much better and refreshed and relaxed, and now I'm going to do it every single week. And I always try and compliment people because complimenting someone can make their day. Like, I compliment the lady giving me my coffee today. You've got lovely eyebrows. Oh, thank you. That probably made her day. Or even saying, morning, you all right? Like, standing next to someone in the bus, like, in the queue for the bus. Like, the other day, I was stood there, and there was this woman, and I said that to her. Found out she's travelled the world. She lives in Germany, but she lives in England too. You know, got to know her. Got to know her life story. Made a friend. And I made another friend too. And it can go, that smile and that friendliness can go such a long way. And whatever you give out in the world, you receive back. And just be kind, because someone, you never ever know what is going on in someone's life. You don't. You could think you know, and one of your friends could be the happiest person ever and show that, like, the bubbly, there's nothing going wrong in their life, but then behind closed doors could be the most down, sad person ever. That was not grammatically correct. The most down person. I can't get my words out. And so down and depressed and sad and alone. They could be so lonely. That's why you've always got to lend out a hand and just always be supportive and be there for your friends. Always think about what you're saying as well. That is a massive factor, because one comment, one joke, someone could take it the wrong way completely. And like, there's so many mental health disorders. Like, when I think of mental health disorder, I do think of anxiety, I think of a panic attack. But there's so many. You've got eating disorders, PTSD, bipolar, OCD, and these are all triggered from one thing that's happened in someone's life, one comment, one experience, and you've just always got to be there for people. And I will go through, like, the disorders and, like, talk about them a little bit more, but especially nowadays, like in my previous video when I was talking about, like, figure and body image and stuff like that, that links into eating disorders. And you just got, like, everyone comes in different shapes and sizes, and you've got to learn to love yourself, because the more you love yourself, the more positivity and nice things you'll attract to yourself. Because everyone watching this video, I don't care what anyone said to you, you're gorgeous. In your own way, you are beautiful. You've in your own personality, in the way you look. If you look at yourself and think, right, I am mint and I've got this quality, I've got that quality, you're gorgeous, and just be happy. I know it's easy to say, and you know, I could be like, be happy, but you just got to be positive, and you've just got to think of all the amazing things going on in your life, because a good day is coming. Yeah, bad day. It might be your bad day today. You might have had a crap day. You might have a crap week, a crap year. We've all had a crap year. We're all in it together. Your best day is coming, and you're in this situation for a reason, and positivity is on the way. So take this video as a sign. I am telling you, your happiness is on the way. But always think comments can really, really hurt, and they can really, really get to you. And that one comment can just boof, knock you. And it is sad, it is so sad. And especially now with suicide is when massively during lockdown, massively, because you're on your own. And you're on lockdown on your own. And like I said before, your mind is the worst place. And people are just eating themselves up all the time, finding things wrong with them, and listening to other people's comments. Because if you think, right, that person who's made that comment, they're not thinking about that anymore. They've said that off the whim, and they've said it, not even thought about it, and they've forgot about you. But then what they're not thinking is that that's playing on in your mind over and over and over again. But you've got to think, right, they're not asked. I'm happy in myself. Don't let it get to you. Imagine, right, you've got a box in your head, and every negative thing that happens in your life, or any negative comment, put it into that box and just lock it away. And it is hard, because I've tried it and sometimes it doesn't work. But then, if I believe it will work, it will. Just lock it in your mind and just think, right, I'm happy, I'm fine, I've got to talk to someone, talk to your friends. My friends, like, I think they get annoyed, but they don't, because they're my best friends. But I ring them every time I've got a problem and every time I've got an issue, and they're always there for me because they're my friends. Talk to someone, talk to a teacher, talk to family members. If ever you are feeling down, never ever hold that in, because the more you bottle it up, the more crappy you're going to feel. Don't do it. Like I said, different views, think before you speak, but just compliment people and always be there for your friends, and be there, like I said before, randomly saying, you look lovely today, you look really pretty, like, oh, yeah, I love your outfit, oh, I like your shoes. One comment, you've made the day, honestly. And it's hard now, because with masks you can't smile to people, but you just got to, because it'll just make the day. And always try, and sometimes with anxiety, like, you do get a bit panicky talking to new people, and you do get that little bit of, oh, I'm a bit nervous. But just tell yourself, then, like, they've just met me, I've just met them. Hi, you all right? Morning. Because that friendliness can go a very, very long way. Another thing, touching on anxiety, is like I said, it comes in all forms. And like starting somewhere new, going out somewhere, or like I was with my friends the other day, and I'm a big overthinker, as I've said. And she said, have you ever thought that could be like a little form of anxiety? I haven't got diagnosed with it or anything like that. I haven't. But then it made me think, well, maybe it is a form of anxiety, and I didn't know that I had. You know, you could have it, and you don't know. You don't have to be diagnosed. You could, you know, you might just have it. And a way for me to deal with that is just, now that I know, I write everything down. Like the other week, I wrote myself a letter, and I was like, right, dear me, these are all the things going amazing in your life. Stop overthinking daft, stupid things. If I told you the amount of things I thought, you would laugh. It is that bad. That bad. Like, anything you think's not bad, because that's what's going on in your mind. But you'd be like, wow, Sophie, really? Because you wouldn't look at me and think that I overthink, because I seem so positive. And this is what I said to my friend. I said, it's irony, and it's like me being hypocritical. I'm being so positive on YouTube, and I'm preaching this positivity to everyone. Be happy, love yourself. And I'm probably the most negative person to myself. And this is what I've got to... Do you hear that motorbike? This is what I've got to tell myself, because I'm preaching to everyone and I need to preach it to myself. So this is me telling myself as well that I need to start being positive and I need to start loving myself, because I can't be preaching to all you if I'm not doing it. I'm the biggest hypocrite ever. But yeah, that's just a few things I wanted to touch on, and never feel alone. During lockdown, I did start a talk account on Instagram. It was anonymous, and it was a platform where you could message, and I would reply, a bit like an agony aunt, and I would reply back a little bit of advice on how to deal with things. Obviously, it's not anonymous now, but it's called talk_XOXO, and it's on Instagram. If any of you want to message that account, any troubles, any like advice you want, my account is open now. Everyone obviously knows it's me. That is confidential. The people who have messaged me, I have not told anybody what they've said, who it was. I don't speak of it, because if that was me, it's a bit like a counsellor. I'm not a counsellor, I'm not qualified, but it's an agony aunt page. And if any of you, so it's talk_XOXO, if any of you want that little bit of advice, a little bit of reassurance, message the account, because I'm open and I will help as best as I can. But always try and stay positive. Remind yourself how amazing you are and the brilliant things going on in your life. Write yourself a letter. Talk to people, and never ever bottle things up. Never ever do. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing night, because it's night time now. Well, day if you're watching it tomorrow. Stay safe, and yeah, remember, just try and be positive and be happy. But thanks for watching. See you later. Bye.